Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ingrid and I make handmade hair accessories like scrunchies, bows, headbands and the like. So after my recent markets, everything in my studio got a bit messy. I thought it would be a good chance to tidy up, but also to reorganize my space, as my setup just didn't really work, hence it got so messy. Yeah, so I was thinking about filming how I organize my studio space. I've got a few things I want to move around, which I will show you. And yeah, one thing I was wondering if any of you have any recommendations for sewing chairs. My one unfortunately snapped, which was just a cheap IKEA plastic chair. I really want to get a proper sewing chair. I've heard a lot about people using like desk chairs or gaming chairs, which I think are quite very big, especially in my small space as well. I'm not too sure. It definitely needs to have armrests that you can either take off or it doesn't come with at all because they'll be in the way, and some lumbar support for my back. What I feel like what I have with my current chair is that I get a lot of aches in my neck, and I get lots of little nerve pains everywhere, all the little twinges, and sometimes not able to move my neck very much either, so that's quite concerning really. So I like to have a proper nice chair. I've been thinking about either like the horn chair. I've heard about the Bernina chairs as well, which I quite like, which are made by Horn, but unfortunately you can't buy these in the UK. So I was thinking about the hobby chair from Horn, which cost about £300 I think, so it's a bit pricey, but it's worth it if it's good. And then I looked into the Aero chairs, so they got really funny prints as well, with lumbar support, but that's not adjustable. Well, the Horn chair is adjustable, the Aero one is not. So yeah, good things about it and bad things about it. So yeah, what kind of chair do you all use? What can you recommend? I am about 5'8", so all the reviews I read is about shorter people with they're like 5 foot something, 5'2", so I'm not sure if that makes a difference or not. Yeah, so that'd be really great if you can comment below if you have any good recommendations. Thank you. So what I'm thinking is moving this bookcase, which is on top of my cutting table, and move it there where the just leftover scrunchy like boxes. So I'm thinking moving the bookcase there and put a few machines up there, as I've got those under the table. So I'm not sure if I want to have the bookcase right here or if I need to move these two and put them in the middle. So I'm not completely sure yet, but I'm just going to have a little look. So I also made one of these. This is a cover for a sewing machine. It's just a straight strip that I quilted with the sewing machine on top. And I thought that would be really nice to put on that bookcase over a machine, so they're in reach and not under the table, and it just looks very pretty. So we just moved the bookcase and popped it there, which I think looks so much nicer. That's a bit messy here, so I'm thinking put those machines on top. That will look nice. Maybe a sign above as well. Oh, let's have a little look at the mess I made. Oh dear. So yeah, this is what I've done yesterday. So I'm thinking about putting the hair claws and other bits of pieces I've made in the bookcase. And then I've got my heads, put that in the bookcase as well, if it fits. Yeah. And I got here, there, I've got my, oh, that one, there. I've got my gazebo, so I want to move that out of the way. And there I have my tables. There I have my tables, which I might put in the conservatory instead because they're really in the way here. So here's my cutting table, all nice and full. Because I took the bookcase away, it gives a little bit more space, so I might make it a bit shorter because coming in the room, this corner here is quite awkward to get through. That's my bit where I always trip because I always put things underneath here as well with all the tables, and it just gets very, very full. Oh, so there you go. What do you think? Is that a lot nicer? So I've been meaning to finish this one for years. I just put my, yeah, it's a bit wrong there, but just put my the edgy thing on. Yeah, so it's kind of finished. So this is my sewing, my first sewing machine. Well, second. This one is an old one for my mum that she had in the 80s, and this is my first proper one that I had got for my birthday once. But since then I've upgraded to a much bigger and powerful machine, which is also a Yonomi, which I will show later. Yeah, so I'm just going to fill the bottom bit still, but I'm not too sure what I want to put in, if I want to put books in or something else. Okay. So I think I kind of finished so far. Got a few little things to sort out still, like where to put the ironing board that probably will move out of the studio, because I don't really use it anyway. Sometimes it's handy to have it as an extra table, really. That's about it. Yeah, so I have that, and I've got, yeah, so going around, you got that, you got my packaging, bits and bobs. Yeah, so my fabrics, my scrunchies. I've put the knitting table there, and I'll move it out of the way when I need to be near. Yeah, this is a Toyota KS901. I also have a ribber, which is not attached at the moment, so you can also make ribbed hems and all that. I absolutely love this machine. I also have a few plastic ones, but this is far superior. It's really cool. It's vintage. It's from the 90s, but it's very, very good. So obviously I've got here my other sewing machines and some wool, and I've got some Marcus things at the bottom. Then here I have another circle knitting machine, a little mannequin. I've got a vintage sewing machine here. I just absolutely love the colour, so I picked that up a few years ago. And then I've got another circular knitting machine, which is a 48 pin, and no wait, this is a 40 pin. Then I've got a 48 pin and a 22. This is the one I got first. It was actually a present for my daughter, but yeah, she didn't use it, so I nicked it. Yeah, got some bits and bobs there. I've got a needle thing here. Yep, my sewing machine. I might move the books there and have legs instead, so it gives me a bit more space. Yeah, so above there I got some sewing bits and bobs and packaging, computer, and my thermal printer, which is a Formamo printer. Yeah, and under the desk I've got some other market stock as well. Yeah, so I think I'm kind of there. Ideally I want a bigger studio. I've just got too much stuff because I got my personal things as well. I've got lots of sewing patterns, like hundreds of them. I used to sew a lot for myself. I've got my cooker in the corner as well, which I still need to sort out a little bit. Yeah, I've got my cutting table, which is a makeshift table that used to be our dining table or kitchen table. Raised it and put it in the studio, which works out very, very well as a cutting table because it's a lot higher and it's really, really sturdy. Oh yeah, the table. So here you got my cutting table. So I still got a few things to sort out. So I want to have a pegboard there, so then all those scissors in the basket can go. And I want to hang my rulers and sort this area out a little bit. Yeah, I might need some more mats. I don't know if I want to go all purple or grey. I really do like the purple. But yeah, that's a Ancio brand, so it's more of an off brand, but this is a Fiskars. Yeah, so yeah, I think it's all good. So next week I would like to do a video tour, or one of the upcoming weeks I'll do a video tour and go more in depth about everything I've got. Yeah, so do like this video and subscribe if you want to see a proper studio tour of all the bits and bobs what I've got. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching.